Okay, I want to do a quick video here. I just want to explain a couple of things about my theory that people might not be too familiar with. Uh, what I'm showing here is the MH370 multiple plane radar map. Now, you have three planes in this map. You have the fighter jet, which is the yellow line right here. This is a fighter jet. Down here, the green line is actually a B-77 decoy, which is flying out to the southern Indian Ocean, and this is what's transmit. This plane here is what's transmitting the Inmarsat data. So what I believe happens is MH370 takes off from Kuala Lumpur, heads towards Agari, and at Agari, it does a rapid descent, a nosedive to low altitudes, and then flies across the South China Sea, passing two fishermen in a boat here at around 1730. About 1745, a businessman in Korubau uh, sees a low-flying plane heading out over the South China Sea, and he sees it's descending quite rapidly. In about 18 o'clock UTC time, 18 o'clock UTC time, a farmer in Tumpat, he sees a low-flying plane fly over his head, and this plane, the tail fin is actually on fire, and he has the MSA logo. He sees the MSA logo on the airplane. So this plane is, I believe, MH370 is right here, but I believe the fighter jet that was coming across the Malaysian peninsula was at this location at the same time. So at this time, MH370 is in this area, but the fighter jet is over here on radar. This is why we have two airplanes involved here. And then this fighter jet descends off radar as MH370 is crossing the Malaysian peninsula. And I believe a decoy, B-77 decoy, took off from Penang and eventually, not from, well, from Butterworth, near Penang, and uh, it ascended onto radar at approximately the waypoint Vampy, and then ascended to roughly a flight altitude of about 29,500 feet. And it's this plane that flies out to the Indian Ocean, transmitting the Inmarsat data. So it flies out to the southern Indian Ocean, and while that's going on, MH370 is approaching its last point of radar contact at 1840 here near Pulau Perak, as the B-77 decoy is around here at that point, about to do its turn and head south. And so this plane continues south, and then MH370 continues to pass by, and at this point it passes Kate T on her boat, and she sees it glowing orange as it's heading west towards the Maldives. So what I'm trying to explain here is that this seems to be a CIA hijacking of an airplane. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like they used decoys in order to create a diversion, creating authentic data, which was misleading, but it's authentic. It's created from decoys. So this is what is fooling all the experts into thinking that MH370 flew out into the southern Indian Ocean, but it didn't. It was a decoy that flew out to the Indian Ocean. And MH370 just continues to fly west at this point and ends up landing in the Maldives. And I'll cover that in another video. But in this video, I just wanted to explain the radar map because if you look at this closely and study the witness reports, you'll see that there's clearly a low-flying plane that flew across the Malaysian peninsula in this area at that time. So it's if they're telling the truth, then what plane did they see? If it had an MAS logo on it, it can't be too many other planes other than MH370. So if they're telling the truth, then this radar data over here, this plane that was on radar here, is not MH370. It's a fighter jet. You just have to look at the altitude data and you can see that. Some will contest that the altitude data is an error because the RMAF said so, but it's my opinion that there's nothing wrong with that data, and it's the RMAF that are lying to us. Anyways, I'm going to leave you here, and maybe I'll do another video later sometime just to give you a bit more update on this. All right? Okay, thanks.